All right, let's get started. Today, my friend and I will have a lot of fun because we have such a cool house and we love to watch TV and walk on the street. It just seems unbelievable that someone knocked on our house. Let's go out with you and see who it is. That's what he wants from us.
Guys, I have an offer for you. How about buying my house and my car? They are very cool and really. Pay 100 emeralds and then we will be happy and everything will be cool. You have a great house. I am sure that it is also good and I need a lot of money now.
It's very good because we really don't have a lot of money and only a few emeralds. I hope that time will be enough for you to agree to sell your house. After all, we saw what a great house you have. Car, and yes, of course we will gladly give you our house. Well, it's completely cool and everything is fine there. I'm sure that you'll like our house too, and we'll be very happy. It's great that you came today. We didn't even expect that today would be like this. We will consider a fun adventure and our cool house ourselves.
Let's go quickly. Let's go to your house and look at it from all sides. I can't wait to see what kind of house we got. I hope that it will be really cool and you and I will not regret that we bought it. Look here. There is a giant water tower from which you can jump into the pool. Let's get on it. I'm sure it will be just amazing when we get there and jump. How cool that there is. Even a private pool here. It's something incredible. I never thought that there are such people at home. For us, very lucky. And now we will be able to have fun with you and spend time as if we had our own water park at home. And now we have it. It's just incredible. How fun it is to do all this here too, and such a cool car. I never thought that I would drive such a cool one. Car, and now she is ours today. Luck is on our side, and you and I are just incredibly lucky. I am so glad that we are so cool with you, that it is simply incredible. Today is the best day, and I am very happy with it.
Look here, he even has his own private garden on, with which he grows different plants, and which you can then collect and eat. This is very cool and very useful, and also we will be able to save money thanks to this. And also, he has his own cattle. This is simply incredible. There are cows and pigs and chickens here. I just can't believe it, that this house got to us with you. It is something incredible. It was you and I who got it. We paid not so much money and exchanged it for our old and forgotten house. I am so glad that you and I are best friends and that we now live with you in such a steep road and an incredible house. It seems to me that now we have the coolest house in general in the whole village, and everyone will envy us, and I am very happy about it.
I need to see now what kind of house I got. I hope they didn't deceive me, and it's a really good, beautiful house, so let's go now and see what's inside. Oh my God, what a terrible house here. It's not cleaned at all, and there's a mess and a lot of dust everywhere. And besides, their house is even slightly damaged. It's just terrible. I don't think they are such terrible people and decided to deceive me. And now I will live in this terrible house. I won't leave it like that. Tomorrow I will go to them. Maybe even today I will solve the problem so that they return my cool house with the car to me. After all, we agreed that they would have a normal house, but in the end they do not have a house, but just some kind of horror. I am just shocked that I was so unlucky with these terrible people.
It's just incredible how lucky we are that we now have such a cool house. It has 2 whole floors and a lot of rooms. Here is absolutely everything we need to have a great life, a giant kitchen, a room for each of us, cool computers, and just everything we want. It's so incredible. I still can't believe that you and I are so lucky. Now we can bring friends here, have parties, and have fun with everyone. And we also have our own private yards, a car. And now we can go somewhere far into the forest and relax there with tents. Thanks to the fact that we have a car, we can invite friends to relax in the pool because now it's so hot and just right. We can relax in the pool to cool down, and we have the coolest water slide from which you can jump very high. And it's just amazing that now we will live in such a cool house and have such a cool car. It's just some kind of miracle.
Give me back my cool house immediately. You left your house terribly untidy, and besides, there are a lot of broken things.
Get out of our coolest house and don't ever come again. We made an agreement with you and now we changed houses and that's it. It was honest. The police...
You will still regret that you did this to me, because sooner or later I will return to my home and you will regret that you did such bad things. Because you deceive, if they don't want it in a good way, it will be in a bad way. Now I'm like my secret seller. Hello, secret seller. Please take a lot of emeralds, and please sell me a lighter with dynamite so that I can do the things that I planned today. Thank you very much. For the fact that you always present unnecessary materials. And this time, you did not let me down and gave me a lighter with dynamite. You are really cool. I will always turn to you only. But now the time has come. I will go and put dynamite if they take the fence and blow it up, so that they knew what it was like to deceive me. And if they don't return my home to me, then I will blow up Vesely in the house, so that they are completely without it. That's why they decided to deceive me. What terrible people they are.
What did you do? You are a completely crazy resident. Why did you blow up our fence when it was so beautiful and everything was great here? Now you will get what you decided to break our fence. We exchanged houses and cars with you, and we also paid you. And now you will blow up our house. We will not leave it like that. Now we will destroy you because you tried to blow up our house. Get a terrible resident. You simply cannot do such terrible things because you just the biggest scoundrel I've ever seen. And now you'll get all the merits you've received. We'll kill you now and you won't do anything bad anymore. And then we'll take back the old house and get back the terrible residents. How good that you are such a cool team, and we can easily deal with this terrible person who wanted to do bad things.
Oh no, it's just some kind of horror. Why are you breaking our house so that we can't enter it later? Now it's my turn. Everything you do. You're the most horrible resident we've ever met. Why did we even contact you? You're someone abnormal. Hello, Sheriff, please come to our house because there is an abnormal resident breaking everything around and we need your help.
Everything was completely dishonest because you promised that your house was normal and completely fixed. But it turned out that everything there was not cleaned and it was even a little destroyed. And I will not leave it like that, and I will fight with you until you do not return my house to me, because you are real fraudsters. They decided to deceive me. Now you will receive what you deserve for everything you did badly for me.
I arrived immediately after the guys called me and said that something terrible is happening here. Well, quickly. Calm down, because I absolutely do not understand what is happening here. Whose house is it, and who is fighting with whom? You are fighting over some house, and can at least someone explain to me properly? After all, you are just shouting at each other and constantly fighting. I do not understand what is happening here at all. Follow me immediately. I will put you all in jail now until I understand what is happening here. And you won't be sitting for very long. That's what you just released me. And now you're doing some strange things. Now you're following me. And just try to run away somewhere. Then I'll really catch up with you, and you'll sit down for very many years in Turlu-Sichas. You will come after me and sit in the cell until you decide to tell me the truth about what is happening here. Because I am very angry that we are so abnormal and you are doing such abnormal things.
Oh no! It's just terrible that we ended up in this prison with you all, and now because of the fact that we quarreled with you, we can spend a very long time in prison. And I'm sure that none of you wants that. Therefore, we will have to unite somehow. We didn't follow each other and get out of this prison. It's a good thing that when we were going to prison, I managed to grab a pickaxe that I hid in my t-shirt, and now we can safely break the bars and escape from this prison and do whatever anyone wants. It's really cool, and I'm glad that everything will work out for us now. We are now free, and the main thing is that we will not be caught by the sheriff, who will definitely put us in prison again.
You and I escaped from this prison so cool that I also had a great idea. Let's rob banks with you, and then we will have a lot of money and no one will be offended. I think this is a great idea. These pitchforks will attack her because there is a bank not far from us and I know that it can be climbed from above. There we will break one hole and jump straight from the ceiling. I am sure that they will not expect this. And then we will start our robbery. I think that this is a real good idea. And it is necessary to embody reality. How cool that we came up with this to do everything.
Everyone is worth it. This is a robbery, and we will rob your van as soon as possible. Give us the keys to your safe. Where are all the precious things? If you don't resist, then we will pay you a little. We have an exception now. We can easily get into the safe. Chests, and in which there are a lot of diamonds. Now we are just incredibly rich, and we can collect as many diamonds as we want. How cool is it? And it turned out to be too easy. After all, no one even stood up to resist, and no one released us to the police. Thank you very much. You are so cool. Take some diamonds, and now we will quickly run away through the black hole. It's good that we have a pickaxe. We can break these iron bars or easily escape from here. Our operation was successful, and we very easily managed to rob the bank and take all the diamonds, and now we are incredibly rich. But now, we need run away from here as quickly as possible.
You guys turned out to be really cool, and thanks to you, I became really rich, so don't worry. Live in my house and relax.
How cool that you and I are now incredibly rich. Now we need to run to our house and be there so that no one thinks that we were doing something bad. It's cool and unbelievable. Now you and I are just incredibly rich because we have a lot of diamonds thanks to the fact that we robbed a bank. And now we can live peacefully and do the things we love only when we want, and we will never work. That's the best thing about me. I met you last time, and it's very cool and fun, but you know, it seems to me that we still need to make the hole that the resident made with the explosion, and then everything will be perfect, as there is land and a fence.
I completely agree with you. Now you and I have to deal with the fact that we will correct the explosion that the resident made, and therefore now we need to level the land that was very strongly exploded and also put up a fence. But I am sure that you and I will cope with this very easily. After all, you are the best friends, and you and I are the coolest team. And we also know how to put up new fences and do everything cool. After all, you are really cool professionals, and we can do anything. How cool that now we have this incredible house in which there is absolutely everything. We also need a really cool car. It's just the best day that's ever been in my life, and all we need is to subdue the fence and put new land on it. It's the easiest thing that can only be for us, because everything else now seems so cool and fun with you. We are already finishing the reconstruction of the explosion here, which was made by a resident. It's so good that it still works out easily for us, and we can now enjoy the result of our work. We finished it and now we can go home. Let's do our fun things as usual.
Today was a really amazing day. And now we have an incredibly cool, expensive house, and also a car, and our household, and also really cool wolves that protect our house from the attacks of some terrible bandits. And now we can be at peace with you.